Last class we we did this inequality. Last class we stop here. I'm going to do another question inequality like this. Another question. Okay. I take from question tutorial. I take from this tutorial here. I'm going to do this question. Something similar we did earlier.
That's it.
Yeah.
Um, Someone want to join.
Oh, okay.
Doktor, ada orang tak dapat masuk.
Dah lepas ni. Dah, saya dah admit dah. Okay dah. Ada lagi. Right. If anybody want to okay, let us start. I'm taking from tutorial question 10 here from rational inequality. Just want to show you some. Of course, we will have tutorial. Don't worry. On Wednesday, we will do a lot of questions. Bring all the terms to the left hand side. If you have a fraction like this, a, b plus c, how to make it one fraction? You multiply this. Okay, this is how I did here. So on. I give you some time. So if you want to copy this, I will share this. I will share the PDF, and I'm also recording the session here. Okay, I'm also recording. Later, I will send the link. I will send you the YouTube link. You can see the video also. So I just give a little bit time for you to understand. You can copy now, but try to copy faster because later on you will have some all these things. Now I'll proceed. You maybe you can see first how I do. Okay, no need to hurry because later on you can see the things. I just do 1 or 2 question tutorial here, but in the tutorial later we will do a lot of question. You can also ask me anything in the tutorial, anything you don't understand, any question you cannot do later in Wednesday. Cannot do, then we can do. As I told you, I don't like to keep negative here, so I change the direction. When I change the direction, all the sign here will change, not the denominator. Denominator tak akan berubah, macam ni saja. Hanya numerator sign akan berubah. And then you factorize this. Okay, so on the left hand side, as we did earlier, okay, we did this question. Sebelum last class we did this question. Remember, we stop here. We stop here. All the left hand side is in the factor form. All the factor form. Same thing here, factor form. Bila saya bagi tahu factor tu, semua x ni power dia 1. Okay, this is called factor form. Okay, once we reach this stage, normally what I do, I will put a line here. Take each factor 2x plus 3, make it always greater than 0. Doesn't matter here what is the sign. Dia kalau macam ni ataupun macam ni tak kisah. Dekat sini sentiasa make it greater than 0. Lepas tu try to solve for x. I'm doing my way here. So if you have your own way, you always can come and meet me in the class and let me know. Can I do like this or something like that? Okay, so each factor, if I take out, I will get this like this. Then after this, what we have to do? After this, we have to do number line. Okay. Tak apa. You tak salin dekat sini pun tak apa. No problem. Just to make sure you guys are engaging in the class. Now, saya dah ajar you macam mana buat number line. I teach you. I taught you this, how to do number line here. Okay. -3/2. How many partition you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 partition. Okay, before I solve this, I have taught you how to solve this by number line system, and we know that we have to choose the positive part. Okay, you guys try this, just this part, try this and get the answer first. Get the answer, then I will do here, and then you can check the answer. I give you some time. try first. Now let me do here. I'm going to denote this by red color. There's no equal here, so I just put a circle here. Then I'm going to put a long line here. If you in there are 4 partition, okay, let us go from partition 4 here. In the partition 4, all the 3 inequalities do have line, so you put plus 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 plus. There's no line here, you put minus. This is plus minus minus plus minus minus minus. Now plus 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 become plus here, plus minus minus plus become minus here, minus minus plus plus become plus, and this one is minus. So what we need positive. Okay, we need positive, so we see positive only from here in between this. So the answer should be, okay, the answer for this question should be negative 3 over 2. Oh, sorry, this is not positive. I was negative. This is negative. Sorry, less than 0. Less than 0 is negative. Sorry, I think I must be tired. Here and here. Sorry, yeah, I made a mistake here. This is negative, less than 0. So we choose in between 2 and 4 and here. So x is less than negative 3 over 2. Or in between 2 and 4. X is less than negative 3 over 2 or negative 1.5, or x is in between 2 and 4. That should be the answer. But then let us check. Okay, as I told you before, in the previous question I asked you to check the previous question. This is the question, previous question, this is the question, or you can also see from here. This is let's say this is a question. This is the question. After what happened. After getting the answer, last class I told you that that answer cannot conclude. See, in the denominator, what is this one? X plus 1 equal to 0. In the answer, we cannot include x equal to negative 1, and also x equal to 2 we cannot have inside the thing. We cannot have x equal to negative 1 and x equal to 2, because if you put x equal to negative 1 here, the whole thing becomes 0. And last class I told you, if you press any number, press equal divide by 0, you get math error. So we don't want that to happen. So in our answer here, suppose put equal and equal, we remove the equal, so it doesn't include the negative 1 and 2. Okay. Jawapan ni dia tak mengandungi negatif 1 dan 2. Okay, that's how you have to think. Now go back to our answer here. Looking at this one, the denominator is negative x equal to negative 2 equal to 0. Okay, x cannot be 2. Okay, we don't want this. We don't want x equal to 2. We don't want this. Does our answer include 2 here? This one is x less than negative 1.5. So 1.5 and all the way is going here, negative number. Here inside here, x is in between 2 and 4. So it doesn't include 2. So no problem. Okay, no adjustment is needed. This is the answer. Alright, so that's how we do inequality. Never mind, you guys try first. The important thing is, before the tutorial, you guys try first. Anything you don't understand, you can ask in the tutorial, or maybe next week in the class also you can ask. Now this is regarding what do you call rational function. Okay, today we're going to do, supposed to start with absolute value inequalities. Okay, this one done, all done. So we are going here now, absolute value inequalities. Okay. Absolute value inequalities. If the inequality is like this, let's say mod x. Okay, this line here I call that as mod. Mod means modulus. Another name for absolute value is modulus. So I call that just mod x. I pronounce this as mod x. This is mod x. If mod x is less than 1, then you can expand you can expand this absolute value like this, negative 1, 1. Okay, in other words, any number here you can expand like this. I have given that in the note here, you can see here, I have given that in the note. So all these are the formulas, or you want to remember also can, or the more you do the exercise, the more you will understand. You don't need to memorize all these things. Let's say another one is, if less than, then we expand like this. If mod x greater than 1, then you have to write like this, x is greater than 1 or negative x. Modulus x is actually x and negative x, remember that. Okay, modulus x minus a, any expression here, okay, I put fx here. This means fx and negative fx, so we can split into 2 actually, this case. So here x is greater than 1, another one is negative x greater than 1, but I don't want the negative there, so I switch the direction. This one become 1. So we focus on this one. In other words, mod x greater than 1 means you have to remember x greater than a means x greater than a or x less than negative a. This is also given in the note here, you can see here. Okay. Anyway, now this is the basic ideology of absolute value. I have given 2 examples here, A and B, but we will do a lot of exercise today, don't worry. Now how to solve these examples here? This one is less than 0, less than 2. So less than 2 I can follow this method here. This is the answer. This is method 1. But some might gone through this in your college or in your school. Okay, some might have gone through this in the school or something. There's another method. You can always use this method, no problem. Okay, but I will show you another method also. Another method is you square both sides. Remember, when you square, this is method 2. Remember, when you square, the modulus is gone. Okay, so you just simply write x square here. This is 4. And x square, bring the 4 this side. I don't know whether have you seen this formula before or not. A square minus b square, we can write it as a plus b, a minus b. So I can write this in terms of factorization, x plus 2 x minus 2 like this. Now this is in a factor form. Once in a factor form, what we can do? Take the factor, always greater or equal to 0. If there's equal, put a equal, always greater than 0, okay? Take another factor. This is lengthier method, of course this is a bit lengthy, okay, this is a bit lengthy. You can choose either one of the method. Of course all of you, I think you will choose method 1, but method 2 I will show, just for your knowledge. Plus, minus, plus, which one you have to choose? You have to choose negative, okay, less than 0 is negative, so you choose this one, so the answer is in between this and this. X is in between negative 2 and 2. That is the answer. It's the same answer you get here, same answer. It's just method 1 is we are following this formula here, we are getting immediate answer. Method 2 is you square, make the modulus disappear, and then do this method. Same answer. Okay, Emma, later you go through this. Okay, I'll give you this one, go through this. I'll go for B1 or B. This one, how to solve this? Again, less than 1. Less than 1 means I will choose this formula. Bring the 1 here and here. When you bring, the sign changes. This is the answer for B. This is method 1. Method 2, how to do? We square both sides. When you square both sides, the modulus is gone. Expand this, you get this. How I expand that? A plus B square, A square. Third term is always plus B square. The middle term, you follow the sign here. Plus means you put a plus. 2 times A times B. 2AB. Minus means A square. Always plus B square. Now what? Minus, isn't it? You put a minus here. 2 times A times B. That's how you expand quadratic. Any you want to expand any square, you can expand like this. Or if you don't understand this, always you can do 2 bracket, okay, 2 factor, and then you multiply 1 by 1. That also can be done. Now in this case, I'm continuing here. Now you see it is in the factor form. Factor form, I put a line here. 1 factor x, another factor is 4x minus 4 greater than 0, x is greater than 1. But right now you should be able to understand how to do this number line, because we have done a lot. Plus plus minus plus minus minus, this one plus minus plus. What we need negative. Negative means we choose negative here. So x is in between 0 and there's no equal there, so let it be like this. This is the answer. The same answer you get here. Okay, so with this we finish this chapter here, but I would like to do some exercise. Okay, I want to finish some exercise here. I'm going to choose some exercise here. Whatever I choose here, I'm going to do here, but then you try, and then we will go through again this tutorial on Wednesday. Okay, don't worry. So I'm going to do A here now. How to solve A here. Okay. For A, how to solve this. Okay, let us solve this. Bring 4 to the left hand side. I will do very slow. You don't want to copy also, never mind, just see how I do first, try to understand. Try to agree with me, okay? Cuba fahamkan. As I told you, A over B plus or minus, anything plus or minus C means how to make it one fraction times here over B. Okay, that's how we do. Same thing I'm doing here. All right. Yang ini dengan yang ini boleh gabungkan jadi negatif 3/3 x. Hope you guys understand. This one here is 1/3 x, 1 mod x minus 4 mod x. 1 minus 4 become negative 3 mod x. That's how I get, in case if you guys don't understand. And the rest is 1 plus 4 is 5. You will end up here. So all are in good factor now. I told you, doesn't matter here less than or greater than, you always put a greater than here. And I also told you, try to avoid negative on the variable. Okay, how to avoid negative? Now if there's a negative here, I want to make it positive. Change the direction. This one positive, this one positive. When you change the direction, all the sign changes. You will end up here. As I told you, for this one, which formula we can use? The first one, where is it? Here, this one. Okay, I'm using this one. X is in between negative 5/3 and 5/3. Leave it first, this one. Go for the next one. This one, which one I will use? The second one. X is greater than 1 or x is less than negative 1. So we're going to draw this in a number line system. We have 5 partition here. For this one, okay, there's no equal there, so I put a circle here and I put a circle here. You draw like this. There's no arrow. Arrow is only for or for inequality like this. Okay, for this type of inequality, I told you this type of inequality is what? Sandwich type. Inequality. Okay, sandwich type inequality, we draw the line like this. For this one, there are two, 1 and 2. Make sure these two inequality you draw in a same horizontal line. Okay, parallel. Now plus minus, plus plus, minus plus, plus plus, plus minus, minus plus, which one we need? We need negative. Go here, circle all the negative here, in between here. X is less than negative 5 over 3. X is in between. How to pronounce this? X is in between negative 1 and 1, or X is greater than 5 over 3. Okay, that's how we do. This is the answer. You can check the answer in the tutorial. Right? The next question I'm going to do is, never mind, if you don't understand, still understand this one, later you can see the video and you can see again. I will share this. Okay, still cannot, then you can ask me in the tutorial Wednesday or next week. Next question I'm going to do is, J. Less than 1, less than any number. Okay, less than any number. Which formula will use? Negative 1 like this. Okay, after split this, less than 1, after split this, you can see there are two inequalities. Okay, let me remind you, you cannot multiply here and here, cannot multiply. Whenever the denominator you have a variable, you cannot multiply, don't multiply. Okay, like previous one, see the previous one, the 2 I can bring down or multiply anywhere I can go, because it's just a number. Okay, if it is number, constant can, but if it is in the denominator is a variable, there's a variable, you cannot multiply. Okay, don't multiply here, it doesn't work. So what we do, we split this into two inequality. One is this one, Another one is this one. Okay, two inequalities. The first inequality I'm going to write here, x over 3, x plus 3, 2x minus 1 greater than negative 1. This type of inequality, how to do? Bring everything to the left hand side. Make it one fraction. I suppose now you know how to do one fraction. Make it one fraction. And then 3x plus 2 over number line what we want positive, so choose positive. X is less than negative 2 over 3 or x is greater than 1 over 2. This is solution 1. Okay, this is solution 1. Now we have second equation, inequality there. Our second inequality is, this is number 1. Second inequality is x plus 3 over 2x minus 1, let me double check, and less than 1. This one also do the same thing. Make it one fraction. what we want, negative, choose negative here, x is 1 over 2 or x is greater than 4. This is second solution. Now the final solution, we combine the final solution. The final solution we combine both solution. The first solution is here x less than negative 2 over 3 and greater than half. Here and here. Second solution is here, okay. Remember that this is solution 2, solution 1. Now in which partition you can see intersection, overlap, intersection, bertindih, this one. So the final solution is from here to here. This one there's no plus minus, okay. We just put the two solution and take the intersection part. So here answer is x is less than 2 over 3 or x is greater than 4. This is the answer. This is the final solution. Okay, let me summarize. If you see here, it is less than. Okay, the one I did here now is less than. If you guys feel a bit tired, never mind, try to understand. Later, whenever you are okay, then try to look back at this. Now let us summarize what I did. Any function less than, okay, any modulus function less than a number, that's what I did here. Okay, here, this one. Any modulus function less than a number. How to solve this? Less than. First, find two inequalities. What was the inequality here? Fx negative a and a. Find this one first. This is first, this is second. We find here. This is the one we find. Okay, first find the first and second inequality, and then what we did, find solution 1 and solution 2. Once you find the first solution 1 and solution 2, third one, find the intersection. Okay, these are the 3 steps for this type of inequality. Okay, so you can use this one, and okay. So I have done this. You can try G and F now. Okay, G and F. You can try that. Just now I teach you how to find A, isn't it? So you can do B and C now. Okay, B and C you can do. I teach you J already. You can do F and G. You can try that. Okay. Now I'm going to teach you how to less than. Now I'm going to teach you how to do greater than. Okay, I'm going to teach you one greater than. Before I go for greater than, I would like to teach you another method which is much easier. Maybe you can choose which method you want. Just now I teach you 2 methods, isn't it? Method 1, method 2. Method 2, what I did, I square both sides and I'll end up here. Okay, same goes here. Method 2 is what? Square. So I'm going to teach you. Method 1 is until here method 1. Okay, but method 2 is little bit easier. Okay, same question. I'm going to square both sides. When I square, what I told you, the modulus is gone. And the modulus is gone, whenever the denominator is square, okay, denominator is even number. Whenever the denominator is even number, the power is even number, 2, 4, 6, whenever the power is even number, you can cross multiply, you can multiply here. Okay, even number, there's a power even number, you can cross multiply. And you expand this. You can use your calculator to factorize this. Now it's in factor form. what we need? Positive. The answer is x. You straight away get the answer. Okay, in this method, the squaring method 2 is much easier, shorter compared to method 1. Okay, method 1 is a little bit lengthier. You have to split into two inequality, and then only you do what do you call intersection, then only you get the final answer. But method 2, you immediately get the final answer. So you can see, okay, doesn't matter which method is, it doesn't mean that method 1 is always better than method 2, or method 2 is always better than method 1. In some cases, both have advantages. Alright, that is method 2. Okay, if you want to choose this method also, can. More explanation I will explain in our physical class. There's some certain things I need to explain, but I want to go through with the other type of, okay, other pattern of inequality. Okay, now next inequality is I'm going to do 1 greater than. Here, which one I can choose? I want to choose maybe this one, the last one here, k. Just now, which formula I use? Here I use this formula. Okay, that's how I split this. Now for this part, which type of inequality I am going to use to expand this? That would be x greater than a, or x less than a. So here I am going to split into greater than a less than -1. So I'm going to do with the first inequality. Method are same. Okay, I'm going to do two inequality. Almost the same. Method are almost the same. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit faster this time, because I show you many examples here. Okay, if you simplify this, I'm going to do all the way down. Simplify this, you will get this. Once you factorize this, you write it like this, and then greater than 0, positive, this one and this one. here and here. This is solution 1. Okay, now we are going for second inequality. My second inequality is this one. If you simplify this, you will end up with here, and like this. V1 negative this is solution. Solution 2. Now after this, for this type of inequality, which is greater than okay, we are dealing with greater than this type of inequality, you no need to do intersection. You just combine the both solution, just write the both solution. What is the solution 1? Solution 1 is x less than negative 4 or x greater than 3, or you write just join, write the use all the way you have to use all, and then write the second solution. Just list it down, just list it. Okay, list down both solution. This is the answer, final solution. So to summarize, we are dealing with greater than any number. Okay, greater than. First, what we did, find the two inequalities. What is the two inequality? One is fx is greater than a, or fx is less than negative a. Second is find the solution of find solution one and solution 2, and then number 3, you don't need to find the intersection, just write solution 1 and 2. Okay, so that is the difference between greater than and less than. Okay, greater than no intersection, less than got intersection. This is first method. Can you guess what is the second method? Second method would be square both sides when we square both sides, what happen? The modulus gone, and as I told you, whenever the power is even, okay, 2, 4, 6, you can cross multiply only the denominator power, yeah, even. So when you cross multiply, you end up here. This is something similar to what we did earlier in the previous question. You factorize we need positive we choose positive here. Okay, now in this case you can see that the answer is x less than -4, x greater than 2/3. Okay, now the question is, if you notice here in the previous question we have 3 answer, 1, 2, 3, but when we do second method we only have 2 answer, 1, 2. This answer is okay, x is less than -4 we have here also. First method when we do this, x less than -4, x less than -4, okay, no problem. But what happened here? One is x greater than 3, another one is x in between 2/3 and 3. So what happened here means, once you do second method, okay, once you do second method here, as I told you earlier, in the original question, I told you that look at the denominator. What number we don't want here? We don't want x equal to 3. Okay. What happen if I put 3 here? You put 3 here, the whole thing becomes 0. So if you press in calculator any number divide by 0, it math error. We don't want this to happen. Okay, if I put 3, I will get math error. We don't want that. So look at the solution now. This one, x negative 4 all the way going to the left. Okay, all this number negative, no problem. But this one, if I put 2 over 3 here, it's going all the way here. The 3 is here, which means inside this solution, okay, inside this solution, the 3 is inside here. But then we don't want 3. We don't want 3. So what we have to do, we have to split this. We have to split. We have to go up to 3, but we don't want 3, and then we have to move again. So I'm going to split this. How to split this? Right? X is in between 2 over 3, or x is greater than 3. That's how you get the third equation. Okay, this is how we omit. Okay, this is how we omit. We don't take 3. We don't take 3. How? We jump. We take all the way here and then jump and go here. Okay, so the answer here is x or this is the answer. Okay, be careful. Okay, second method, double check. We don't want the x3, we don't want the denominator to be 0. So that's how we do this. Okay, for example, I give you another example. I give you another example. Let's say example, let's say the solution is x greater than 5. Okay, and we don't want x equal to 7. We don't want this. Okay, we don't want x to be equal to 7. We don't want this. How to split this? 5 is here, 7 is here. Okay, in this case you will go all the way, isn't it? You take all the values after 5. But I want to omit 7. What you do? You go up to 7, but don't take 7. And then after 7 you take. So how to rewrite this again? You write in between this, x is in between 5 and 7, or x is greater than 7. That's how you omit the 7 here. Okay, that's how you do. Hope you guys understand here. Okay, never mind, don't understand, we can still have class on tutorial and all these things. So I have teach you this. Okay, I teach you this. So you can do this one, this one, this one, this one. Okay, left is I yet to teach you this type of question, 4 types of question. Okay, maybe this one we will cover in our tutorial. Okay, little bit more we cover in our Wednesday. I teach you how to do one question, then you can try to do all of it. Or maybe I can, this is only a little bit. Okay, now maybe I teach you here. I teach you O here, so that you can do this one, and this one. Okay, I teach you this one here. Quick one, very small, what do you call, less, not very lengthy, the solution. Last one. O. this type of equation you square it both side, only one method, one solution, square it. This is quite easy. Okay, this one is quite easy. I'm going to simplify this dividing by 7 all. If you can simplify, you can simplify this. And the rest is like normal. V1 positive here, so the answer is this one and this one. This one. This is the final answer. So the last one is very quick one, shorter one. Okay, you can now solve. You can try to do all the question in absolute value. Okay, all these can be done. Try the rest. Okay, the rest should be easy. Try the rest, and all we will on Wednesday. I will start from tutorial 1 here. Okay, I will try to solve all each type of the question, not all the question. Each type of the question I will solve, and the rest you can try. Okay. So the answer is given here. If you don't get the answer, let me know. Okay, maybe I suppose all the answers should be okay, but 1 or 2 answer I still remember. I did some correction. Should be okay in the answers. Okay. All right. With that, we have finished chapter 1, and Wednesday we have tutorial. We will go through this. You guys try to do. You still have one more day in between tomorrow. Try to do. Alright. So that's all for today. I'll see you guys on Wednesday then. Take care. Bye bye.